You may think the Kardashians are pretty open about their lives since they have a whole reality TV show about it, but even still, there are things they need to hide. These are things the Kardashians wanted to hide from the world. The way Kris handled her daughters was one startling thing. According to Cosmopolitan, Ellen Pearson Kardashian sold pages from her husband Robert Kardashian Sr.'s personal journal following his passing. That notebook and Pearson claimed that when Khloe and Kim were young girls, Kris Jenner mistreated them. Furthermore, it is said that Kris was always eager to take advantage of her kids in order to get money while they were young. And some people even think this attitude persisted into the girls' maturity.
I'm your momager, manager, mother, name a title.
Pearson stated that the extent of Kim's punishment included both physical and mental, as well as persistent teasing over Khloe's weight. Naturally, Kris claimed that these allegations actually never happened, and it appears that the only supporting documentation available is what Pearson and Kardashian Sr.'s notebooks say. Regardless of the veracity of the allegations, Kris will stop at nothing to grow her family's substantial and powerful enterprise. Kim didn't lose her earrings on vacation, apparently. The Kardashian family is well known for taking lavish trips and experiences. One particularly special trip to Bora Bora was featured on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Kim allegedly misplaces her diamond earrings when she was there.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry, my diamond earrings!
Which prompted the entire family to look for her priceless jewelry in the ocean. Of course, the loss of something so valuable and significant attracted a large audience and generated a tremendous deal of internet conversation about the occurrence. The issue: Kris Humphries, Kim's ex-husband, allegedly claimed it never happened on RadarOnline.com. Kim didn't really lose her earring. The whole thing was staged to garner attention. Even if there were other occasions when Keeping Up with the Kardashians staged a fake event, the missing earrings serve as a perfect illustration of how unrealistic the reality TV show really is. It also demonstrates to viewers that they should withhold pity and judgment when anything happens on the show, since it can be staged to gain attention. Apparently, they also aren't great employers. There have been rumors circulating that when Keeping Up with the Kardashians originally aired in 2007, the family, particularly the children, was incredibly gracious to the film team. But as the show went on and the family became more well known, their respect and friendliness towards the crews they collaborated with decreased, leading to awkward and uncomfortable situations behind the scenes. The Sun claims that the Kardashians constantly chastise staff personnel and place impractical demands on everyone who gets in their way. In order to present themselves in the best possible light on the show, the girls often attempt to control what happens or insist on numerous reshoots of straightforward scenes, often at the expense of the other members of the family and crew. Another interesting allegation is that Kim's previous marriage with Kris Humphries was for ratings. Kim's incredibly brief marriage to Kris Humphries was one of the most talked about Keeping Up with the Kardashians occurrences. The union lasted for fewer than 3 months, and in the months that followed, it made headlines. Humphries apparently felt deceived by Kim and thought the marriage was only for show, as the entire setting was unpleasant.
Do you think you owe him an apology?
Absolutely.
The Washington Post claims that raising publicity and viewership for the Kardashian family show is precisely what the marriage was intended to accomplish. Kim actually requested that she bid Humphries farewell on the program, but the producers turned her down. Humphries has requested to be left off of Keeping Up with the Kardashians entirely and no longer wants anything to do with the family. Kris Humphries' proposal was apparently reshot multiple times. The relationship between Kris Humphries and Kim Kardashian was one of the most talked about Keeping Up with the Kardashians moments. People were eager to hear about Humphries' proposal to Kim, so it makes sense. Even though a lot of people now believe the couple's relationship was staged to boost ratings, many viewers were also captivated by their upcoming engagement at the time. Everything went off without a hitch at the appointed time, and it seems that the family was happy with it as well. According to Huffington Post, a producer acknowledged that the proposal was made more than once so that the camera team could take many shots to try and acquire the best perspectives for the show. Some even said Kim was involved in arranging the lighting and location to obtain the personal perspectives she desired. Kim's tapes may have been leaked by her mom. The disclosure of Kim's private video with Ray J is undoubtedly one of the most contentious events in the Kardashian narrative.
Did you feel betrayed by it?
I felt humiliated.
Kim sued the corporation to keep the tape private at the time of its initial disclosure. Many, however, brought up Kim's impressive $5 million profit from the home video, so it's plausible that the leak was done for publicity purposes. Ray J claims that Kim's mother, Kris, was the one who actually made the footage public. Many think Kris's release was intended to draw attention to the family, and it was a very successful strategy. The first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians debuted to a robust viewership just 6 months after the footage was leaked. In response, Kris claims that she had nothing to do with the leak during a lie detector test on the Late Late Show with James Corden. How about this one? Kanye may have bought his house just to get away from the Kardashians. Many people anticipated that popular hip-hop artist Kanye West would be a regular on Keeping Up with the Kardashians after his marriage to Kim. But Kanye knew that his newfound fame would not come at the expense of Kris Jenner creating plans for him and his family, plans that Kanye would surely detest, in an attempt to capitalize on their marriage. Reportedly, in an attempt to stay away from the show and Kris's influence, Kanye bought a house in Bel Air for himself, Kim, and their future family. It's interesting to note that being the first to reveal details about their family, Kanye essentially stole Kim's limelight. According to a story by Us Weekly, Kim stated that she didn't want Kanye to live in Wyoming, far away from everything after their divorce. Kris may have tried to bribe the press. The Kardashians built a prosperous enterprise on their family name. The Kardashian ladies are adept at promoting their brands and living through everything from their show to clothing lines to smartphone apps. Naturally, success like this inspires new ideas, and Kris's launch of her own talk show was one among them. Kris was terribly disappointed by the minimal viewership and unfavorable ratings her show received. According to the New York Post, Kris was not deterred by the negative evaluations and decided to compensate for a better review in order to make amends. According to some accounts, Kris mailed a $325 Tiffany pen to a New York Post reporter who had given the show a low review. The writer took offense at the short note attached to the pen, which asked for a better review the next time and ignored it. The house shown as establishing shots in the show isn't actually Kris's house. Many fans may be unaware that the house exterior on Keeping Up with the Kardashians isn't Kris Jenner's. Even though it never appears on screen for an extended period of time, the house on the show is around 20 miles away from her own residence. The aforementioned property serves as a prop that gives the Kardashian family a charming looking place to live. Actually, the house from Keeping Up with the Kardashians has been in other television series such as True Blood and American Horror Story. When the house went up for sale, this truth became quite apparent, and Jenner wasn't the one selling it. North West might be living the largest out of her siblings. North West's parents provided her with an opulent lifestyle, even though they never allowed her to have as much screen time as they did. Her room decor and wardrobe were all designer made and of the highest caliber. It has been disclosed that Kanye and Kim alone spent more than $1 million for North's nursery. Everything was specially ordered from world-class designers and produced to order. West and her siblings continue to enjoy opulent toys and clothes from their early days of affluence, and Kim was always happy to post about them on social media. In 2022, Kim reportedly even hired a Grammy-winning pianist to visit their home daily to wake her children up with Christmas music, according to Yahoo. That's all we have today. What do you think of our list? Let us know in the comments, and we hope you have a great day. Peace out.